Hello guys, this is Raj and this channel I have recently opened. So in that channel I have talked about one video, one topic you can say, that was how to manage our time. And you have seen that how the way you can manage, what are the methods of managing our time. Okay, so if you found that video was good, you can check it out, because here you can check it out. Okay, so with that hope, today's topic that I'm going to start, that is how to make long-term plan. Because we all have desire to making the long-term plan and we are trying to executing it. So with that hope, today's topic that I will be discussing with you, that you have to understand very carefully. So that is, what is long-term plan? Because you know what guys, we all have plan in our mind. We all are setting some plan in our mind. On the basis of that, we are trying to executing that plan, and it is very necessary. Whenever we are setting any plan, we should execute that plan in a well manner. So how we can execute that plan, how we can stick in the process for the long term plan, that is very important, that you have to carefully understand, otherwise you will be fallen down. Okay, so that long term plan that I am going to discuss with you, because it is making long term plan is very easy, but I have already told you that executing that plan is very difficult, because it takes a lot of time of our life. Like it can be like 2 years plan, it can go up to 5 years. So you have to understand these things very carefully. So with the help of one story, I will be discussing with you that what is long term plan, and by the help of that story you can actually understand that how you can execute that plan. Okay, story that I am going to share with you. Here we have two people, one is Mr. A, one is Mr. B. So in this video I'll be discussing with you that who is Mr. B and who is Mr. A. So no, it is not our topic. Our topic is to understand that what kind of mistakes they made and how you can actually avoid that mistake. So Mr. A, what he did, Mr. A and Mr. B both are friends. Okay, both started doing a work, both had a plan of long-term plan, and whenever they started doing the work, they actually started executing that plan. They started putting hard work. So let's talk about Mr. A, what he did. Mr. A started his work, and Mr. A, what he did, Mr. A actually started putting hard work in a well manner, in a required manner, that is the minimum requirement in order to execute that plan. He started doing that, and he actually took rest also as well, as because he took rest, and he actually putting hard work. He actually putting I think 60% of his work, 60% of his time in order to do that work. He actually did this in this way, and the main thing, and he actually rewarded him. He rewarded him in a well manner. After getting small changes, he rewarded him, and he was slowly going on. He was not putting lot of hard work. He was not actually giving his 90% of his time and 80% of his time. No, nothing like that. He only gave, I think, 50 to 60% of his time, and in this way he was actually doing other work as well as also what he had. So in this way he was going on. He fall down as well as also, but he again started doing that work. So he never gave up. And in the other hand, we have Mr. B. What he did, Mr. B, you know what guys, when Mr. B also started working in the same plan and at the same time, but Mr. B, what he did, Mr. B was putting his 90% of time in order to do that work. I am not talking about apart from his basic necessities like taking dinner, lunch and sleep. Apart from that, 90% of his time he was putting for doing that work. He was doing a lot of hard work. He was actually day and night doing hard work, and he didn't take any kind of rest. He was just continuously doing that hard work, and in this way he was actually not even, he did not reward himself, and he was just only doing hard work. And everyone was shocking that how the way he is doing and how the way in our like example Mr. A was doing. So both are completely different. Mr. B was just putting lot of hard work. So in that way he did not reward him, he did not take any rest. And so after some times later, means I'm talking about 1 month later, he actually gave up. Why? Do you know why? Because he was tired. He was extremely tired. He was not getting result. He was not getting anything. He gave up. So this point, that conclusion that I'll be talking with you, that what mistake Mr. B did and what the good thing Mr. A did, so that is our main focus. Why Mr. A executed that plan and why Mr. B was not able to execute that plan, that is our main focus. So our analyzation part, that is very important. So what is analyzation? What kind of analysis we can make? So Mr. A, when he was doing his hard work, he had a different mindset. What was the Mr. A's mindset? Mr. A had a mindset that I'll be doing that work, but I will not be expecting lot of return. That was the Mr. A's mindset. And in the opposite side, Mr. B's mindset was like that Mr. B was expecting that how if I am putting lot of hard work, that means very fast I will be getting my success. And that was the catch up, guys. That was a mistake that Mr. B did. And that is the point where Mr. B was standing up and Mr. B was still doing, and Mr. B slowly executed that plan and reached that level that he wanted to do. Even he fall down, he had a lot of bad circumstances, but still he did this. Do you know why? That's mindset that helped Mr. A. But in the other case, Mr. B's mindset was actually different thing that did not help him. And the third main point, that the main point is rest. Mr. B was not taking any rest. Mr. B was not rewarding himself. That was a mistake, guys, what Mr. B did. And Mr. B was not able to execute his plan. Mr. B was not able to stick in the process for the long term. And so you can understand. So what we can understand from that story, our realization is whenever we are starting any work, it can be long term. Especially I'm talking about long term work. Okay, you have to first make analyzation from your own. Do not expect that someone will come and tell you that you have to do this. No, you have to make your analysis from your own. Then you have to start working. Do your other work, guys. Do not put your most of your time. Just do. In this way, just remember one thing. Doing hard work is something that you have to put regularly, not the thing you did for today. You did a lot of hard work, next few days later you did not do that work. You did you put I think like 70% of your time, 20% of your time. In this way, nothing. You have to make a consistency. In this way you will be able to do that, otherwise not. So you have to understand these things, and rest is very necessary. You have to take rest after doing that work, because otherwise our mind will be stuck. Our mind will not be able to execute that plan. And the last thing is that you have to reward yourself. Initial stage you have to reward. Once you will be comfortable in terms of doing that work, then no need to reward yourself. But initial stage you have to reward yourself. And that is the catch up. So I hope that the video was clear and you were able to understand that what the point that I discussed with you, and how you can make long-term plan as well as execute that long-term plan. If you found that video was helpful, you can subscribe my channel, you can like my channel, so that would be best. And you can get a lot of notification from my channel, so you will be actually getting a lot of videos. I will be continuously making a lot of videos that is connected with like motivation, as well as also I have promised that I'll be talking some communication videos as well as also. So with that hope, today bye bye guys.